Uh-oh. Shoot, I love forgetting everything. I was setting up so much other stuff too. I was doing so good. If the PNG YouTuber work, there we go. Hello everybody and welcome into the Haven. As you can tell, I'm a little tired, but it's fine. I haven't had too much caffeine. That's probably why. But I hope everybody has been doing well. Today, since this week we're going to be taking things a bit chiller, we're actually going to be getting into smart and starting a digital sketchbook. Because I've been thinking recently to myself, like, man, ever since I stopped being in school, I haven't been as doing art as much. Like, I've made myself some stuff, like the PNG tubers, this background, and did a bit of art school and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't sketches. I almost would do it like every day, and I just don't do that anymore. And then I'm kind of just looking through. I have like actual paper sketchbooks, and I'm like, what if I make a digital one? I think I associate so much with if I'm doing digital, it has to be something I have to fully complete. That I don't have like a process of like I can just do sketches, and if I don't get to them again, I don't get to them again. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So today, because I actually did not set up anything at all within the little sketchbook besides just making it, I'm going to kind of not start the ferret challenge, but like start doing a little bit of messing around with it. But I'm still actually making the wheel. So, and I have Clip Studio Paint now, which is crazy because I got this from a humble bundle, so it was a lot cheaper than it normally is for a whole year. Let me get some music going. Go. I was questioning whether I test out one of the new mics on here or not, but I have to do even more setup for that, so. Now, where was I? I think I'm halfway through the ferret list. So I do still have to make it. But I'm almost done. I'm on Mocha. This is out of the ferret software, Snail Sanctuary lineup. Maybe once I'm done with these, because this is going to be like the biggest list, I'll do some of the other ferret channels. No, I can't. Fluffy ferrets? Fluffy ferrets. They have like 6. Could do them. But I'm not 100% yet on that, because we still have to get through all 50 something of these ferrets. So it's gonna be a bit. I'm almost done, I swear. There's just a lot of these guys. And I'm not including those who passed on to Valhalla till I know I can fully draw ferrets well to make an actual proper, like, honorage of them of sorts. Yes, the ferret's name is actually Pepper 2, but the nickname is Pepperoni since otherwise it's, Pepper 2. So, it's good for documentation, but I think having a different name helps. I had this wheel set up before, but since there's been some, either some have passed or some have been added, and the wheel that I'm using doesn't alphabetize stuff on its own, I have to redo the whole wheel. Toby, torch. Oh, I think you guys can hear my keyboard. And whiskey's all we have left. All right. We're gonna pause the music for a sec to bring down the wheel. Bring this bad boy down. It being on my art tablet kind of sucks. Hold on. There we go, so we can actually see it. So this, it says it's 57, and the Ferret Wiki does say 58 are alive. However, I'm not sure when this was last updated, and I don't really want to go counting, so I'm quite sure I did get everybody that is applicable here. But so we're just gonna practice drawing ferrets, especially since I've been getting into that with like paper sketching. So I want to try doing that here, and especially because I don't have any other prompts for doing anything else. All right, let's give this thing a spin, and it's gonna play sound. So I didn't change any colors on this. We got Luna baby. Luna is one of the so Luna is a rescue ferret from the snail's house. She enjoys the rice box and is a total sweetheart and who enjoys snuggling all the ferrets, even Henry. While she came in with her cage mate Odin, she now resides with the oldies. Luna arrived by a local shelter, surrendered at 7 years old with fellow cage mate Odin. She sometimes sleeps overs in the baby's cage. Oh, I didn't know that. There's a bunch of clips, but of course these are not my own. These are from Pirate Software's Ferret Rescue. Well, I know at the moment he's not getting the best reputation. Um, I think Ferret Sanctuary is one of the best things. Because look at these guys. They got a home, a forever home that they get all taken very well, and just a lot of medical attention. Ferret's super neat. Sir, that's Rusty. What I've usually been doing is I'll find a pic and then I'll kind of like try to sketch it, but like not tracing over it or but, like trying sketching it myself. And I think I might do this picture. She must have dragged rice, or there was just rice on the. This is what I will see about, in a sense, just like trying my own version. And now I wish I could figure out how to just wait. Actually, this is a bit. Usually when I had Krita up, it actually give me difficulties up. Test window. Studio. Okay, this might still not work the way I was hoping it to. Damn. Okay. And I've been wanting to like figure out how to do that, but with the game capture, it just doesn't want to. How do I? There we go. Okay, okay. So that idea wasn't gonna work. It's just to like cut off taskbar part, but that's I think just gonna have to be over. I've been in the process of making a new one, but it's to go along with the 3D model, so everything's holding up on the freaking Blender stuff. Right, let's get back up. still good. Guys, that's probably good. Alright. A little Luna. I'm gonna have to poke up. Oh. And my pen is not in the place it's supposed to be. You can tell I did not set up any of this before, besides just this. Which I haven't actually messed with Clip Studio Paint too much, so this is also me learning how this program works. And I think what I'll do with the layers is date them like you would a textbook. Right. Gonna do like a darkish gray. She's not gray, but I think I'll give her more of a green elsewhere. Oh. Let's see. I haven't done too much in probably like her general. Ferrets' heads are definitely like a little more like angle you look at them. I know Luna as being very much one of the sweetheart oldies. And Odin is a very grumpy man. I'm drawing this so small. Zoom in. My placement. My god, you can do that? Learning new things. It's very different because when I would do it with my paper sketchbook, I would just kind of shove my phone in my face, but I don't exactly get to do that here. Sometimes drawing out the pattern a little bit on the actually helps to like just kind of map out where things. Sideways is that? Yeah, my eraser button doesn't work anymore. That's a different key combo here. They just make it one of the buttons on the side of my tablet. Stickers and boxes actually. My tablet actually came in for like labeling stickers. Scoop chin. It's small. Wish I could like scoot it closer. Only scoot so much. actually draw in the rest of the body. I don't honestly have much of a process with this, as you can probably tell. I've not really done yet, so I'm just gonna circle now. And if I don't complete it today, then this gets then it will stay as it is, but you know, I can always pick up one of these sketches and make it a much more drawing if I do. And now of course this won't be perfect, but that is why it is sketch, and I'm trying in the mindset of not everything has to be fully complete perfect for it to be drawn. And there's a tube blocking part of her. I probably won't draw in detail the tube because the tube part doesn't really matter. I just want to like know kind of like the objects in the scene. Alright, let's see that nose. Their noses are very adorable. They're not that much different from other animal noses, but want to do her nose justice. It's so cute. Like, even. The nose can probably go up a tad. Now where is the select? Now how do I move it? Or decent. Select. There we go. And then, unlike, like, I haven't actually seen a ferret in person in a while that, like, wasn't through a pet store. But I believe their mouths aren't exactly like cats where they're attached to their nose. But for this, I'm gonna kind of draw. And of course, you know, we'll do whiskers, but that's more at the end. And if the music's ever too loud, let me know. Mostly because I have my screen blocking my own stuff, so I can't actually tell. And, I need to have water. I put my water on the other side of my freaking desk. While I've been messing around with the 3D model and the tracking since I got a new phone, I realized my pen, if it blocks my camera view, it actually starts to make the model freak out heavily. And I think these eyes actually just need to move in, but I'm gonna draw the other one. So it is gonna look a little wonky. And she isn't an angry baby, just ferret eyes are very much uh, not shaped as circular as other animals. Always like a small little line around the eye that's always like a light ink around ferret eyes. It's almost like the bags under their eyes, but it's really just their eyelids. Selection tool. Let's bring you. That. I think that's. Yeah, because I think the ears need to be brought down actually a little bit themselves. Because otherwise, I made her have a like she has a bigger forehead than she does, and she doesn't. She doesn't actually have a light in this eye, but make sure she don't look too spooky. Oh, so actually this eye needs to move. Same. It's just because of the angle she's at that it like the part can look like it connects her forehead, but that's only because it's the same. I don't want to. So yeah. Take part out this minute. I think maybe I can actually get the eyes to be bigger. Not right now. Might be another thing, but I'm gonna do up the ears first so then I can see everything. I can't wait till when I go to work later and literally listen to the exact same playlist. This playlist helps me. I can tell it's been a while since I've drawn because part of my hand already hurts, and it's been not even half an hour. Like, bro. I think I can actually make her nose bigger and her eyes a little. If I do that, it's gonna separate. Yeah, okay, I think that does look a bit better with it just being her eyes. Ferrets have very adorable faces. Light mask. It's not even like fully complete around her eyes either. Alright, let's see about getting the rest of that body. I think we got the face down pretty alright. And it's just a sketch, so we can make it look as pretty as we want. Oh, whoa, what did I do? Huh, interesting. Alright, now the body isn't too hard to just give fur texture to. Actually, pot challenge. Because like ferret toes are like rounded-ish, but they end with the claws. They get to like a very they're like finger. Ferret paws are very. I might need an image of ferret paws because this looks a little. At this, I'm straightforward. That toe looks a little better than the others. They look a little creepy, I know. I'm not doing them that good of a justice. Lap each other somewhat. God, it looks like creepy. I think I might need to make them a little shorter and make that little thumb one. Tiny bit bigger. There, like an indication of a. Still looks kind of like creepy hands. Alright, now we'll try this little back paw. Not great. I just said honestly, it's more like rounded. I would like to like find a way to stylize doing ferrets, but I need to get a hang of even doing it first. I'm gonna skip this one because it's like 9 minutes long. This one's 6 minutes, but it's a, you know, a little bit better. Ferrets are like such soft animals. Like a lot of people are deterred by their smell. I think their smell is honestly fine, and apparently it does only get worse when you bathe them. So bathing them is not going to save you if you just can't do ferret smell. I'm just kind of drawing freaking lines. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I will live with this line. Try some coloring on it. However, I'm gonna make that layer. Yeah. My pen almost lagged. Just applying a little bit of color. You guys can see my Steam notifications. Face is off of the yellow. Hold on. More gamer subs. don't worry too much. I know that like drinking gamer subs while I'm just sitting down is not great, but I going to work later and you know, I'll be running around quite a bit. So I'll probably just be listening to stuff the whole time, music and whatnot, cause I don't have a admittedly Greek root. This. As kind of like the lighten it. I also have not found where any of the blend tools are for here. Trying to be so I can actually make somewhat neat. Some of this is actually a little more brown, but the top of her head has some more cinchy. And hopefully I can keep the wheel as it is, but when I actually little challenge, I'll see what kind of little I put on. Not even really a challenge, just something I want to do. Fur itself is already kind of whitish. It might look very similar to the paper color I ended up choosing. I want to do like an off-white color, so I have things I want to practice with scale and stuff, and it helps to kind of just see that stuff. Having a non-white background makes it a little nice. No too much. It works for right now, but not if everything's still on the same layer. I'm very like scattered color. If I don't have a process I need to follow, like doing like the body first, then the hair, and then da da da, then I kind of go scatter on it. Trying to get close, not like ride the color. White with the eyes. Bending. Little more green to this. How do you do bigger? She has like this random kind of dark spot on her forehead. Alright, now let's try out this blend. That brush size has got to be a whole lot smaller. This area honestly just needs to be lighter. I don't entirely want to do all of her, but I'm considering. I think I might leave it. Like fancy. Man, that's the best I've written in a while. Have little Luna. And now, how do I merge layers on here? Transfer, merge with layer below. There we go. Another ferret, or do I try and find something that I've had on my Instagram saved for a while? I was like, I should do this as practice. Probably gonna do the Instagram thing, so I'm gonna try and keep the wheel. I didn't already say that. I think I did. But I'll be trying to keep that for other time. I I'll find a that I'm kind of interested in drawing at some point. Just practice something of them. Man, I have so much stuff in my like Twitter card. Yeah, I may stick with the ferrets for now, keep this a consistent thing for the moment. So, hold on, music. We're gonna have to pause that, and we're gonna start from the wheel. I only thought about it because I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to like use your art tag, and then I'm like, yeah, but then it's gonna show other sketches. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a little rude. All right. Who is next? If we get Luna, we respin. Milo. Sec. We talk about Milo before drawing him, which he's actually one of the new additions. He was talked about before. If you follow the main caretaker's Twitter, they were talking about like just trying to figure out a name for him. Uh, there is Daisy, Milo, and Big Mike are all part of a group together, and they were actually all from pet stores. Milo is the newest from the pet store, though. Milo is a rescue ferret of Snail's house. He came to the rescue due to serious behavioral issues. After months of rehabilitation, he's bouncing around the playroom with his buddies. Milo was originally surrendered from a pet store due to behavioral issues. She spent a lot of time rehabilitating these issues, so he had a good life with the rest of the rescue and workers. Please note, pet stores will return ferrets with behavioral issues to marshals for ferrets. And so this little guy, Maisie and Big Mike, or just Mike, are all part of a group that was actually from just Petco. Maisie had a behavioral issue, as in she would bite attendants. This guy would bite attendants. And Mike had COVID, influenza A, and influenza B. So he was just really sick. They couldn't sell him. So they all of those got taken in at different times, I'm quite sure, and he started showing up more recently. So he is in the big M3 group. It used to just be M&M for Mike and Maisie, but now it's M3. So let's see if there's any. There's a good photo here. I do this one because this one's also really cute, but it's sideways. Couch, Diane, and then his mugshot. I think I will do this photo. That's a bit too zoomed in, but you get the point. We're gonna do Milo. And I'm glad I at least will have done some ferret, some sketching today. I'm just happy that I'm doing. This could always be one of the shorter streams today, but we'll worry about that till Milo. I don't know if I'll have room for a third ferret with how semi big I'm actually drawing these. I thought it was a little bit low. All right, we'll get some music. I'm gonna pick a song that was actually just playing. We'll choose a Fontaine. I need to go back to Fontaine and keep doing quests. I have so many quests there. I have stuff to get Arlecchino's artifacts too that I need to unlock because I can't get her no, not her artifacts for ascending her. I now have a team that actually works with her, but I need to level them all up. They're all level 40. Right. Or brown color in here. I think this is more. Here we go. There's nothing facing him, and luckily he doesn't have his paws showing, so I don't have to try drawing. Fontaine was definitely a very cool story, but Sumeru is still my favorite nation by far. Notland was pretty good, besides all the back and forth between, you know, Capitino and Malika, having to go back and forth and basically trade messages for them. But it definitely was kind of, I've seen the criticism before, but like, it's very power of friendship-esque. But I still really like Sumeru. I don't know, I felt like it was super lore intensive. Fontaine's cool, but it's not my number one, but it's definitely up there. General head shape little guy. It's only a little more rounded just because it's a front view, so. Because then otherwise his nose is like right compared to it being like near a snout position sorts. So this head definitely needs to be a bit bigger before I go drawing any sort of nose. Plus these ones from the pet stores are big boys and girls. A little bit smaller. Should be good enough. Just a bit of a big guy. Looks, I think I accidentally made him a little too, not that big. I'd love to go and actually meet the rescue, but I've seen very few go. Because it's not exact, it's like, it's somebody's house. So, gotta feel actually okay with you inside their house and potentially. trying to draw the blanket as well. I should figure out what some of these Clip Studio Paint tools actually do. There's quite a few that I've like not seen. Like that's airbrush, so it's its own separate thing. I'm used to like with Krita, it'll be like a brush option, like how I have like a pen, pencil, and like paintbrush. That's like, oh, you don't really get that as much as a separate tool. They end up being under the like same category. You just choose, like basically like you're changing out the head of tool. All right, let's see about getting your face. First, we'll draw your nose. If I could stay at home and stream all day, I so would. 'Cause I don't mind my job, but also who I'm working with, I'd rather just stay home. But I'm not going to, because I need, obviously. And maybe drawing the nose holes actually off. Exercises, like, there we go. This guy's got a full mask. Okay, no, their mouths are kind of more like this. Has little lips. This. There. I can draw his lips, but not like look like his like an open mouth. And this guy's got very big eyes. Trim off a little. Round it. Now I can erase his nose detail after. Luna's, like, you kind of saw the lines a little bit more in her picture. Now this guy's got some big work. soften the eyes a bit. He's not mean, he's just super excited. I don't know why I keep baby talking. Sorry about that. Sun is going to skip it. Okay, we're good. Just about to end. The eye bag effect, because his eyes are wide open. Thing is, like, these aren't his pupils, but with how I end up drawing, I always do white as a pupil, so then I can't like unsee it, so I have to like draw it in, even if it's not technically correct. Because really, it's just lighting. There's a window actually here. You don't see one here in the actual photo for Milo. Right, let's get you a little bit of fur in, buddy. He has a very good looking mask. Very typical, but it's very bold. Super fluffy looking guy. And his chin is more defined by his fur around him. He looks a little goofy right now, I know. I need him to look a little more roundish, because he has a very round looking face. Trying to make him look a little less heat. It'll probably help once I add in the ears, so let's do that. This guy's got lots of hair near his ear. It's a big. Love to take this guy home. So big. But I do not know how to train behavioral issues out of ferrets. Like, I can have an idea, but I know for like how you would handle cats or dogs. not exactly how you would handle a ferret, especially since, like, cats and dogs, you can bribe them more with treats, but that's also because they have more availability to eat things, unlike ferrets. Alright, let's get his mask in. I might take this out, because it does really make him look like he's looking the other way. It's not. Anything, light spot over here. Because it's trying to get the, like, he's looking right at you kind of deal. How do you do that? Is my real question. It's like a marking uncolored bit design. It's kind of cool. A lot of his mask ends up like going around his little muzzle. Do you even call that perfect? Like just your little snout. There's like a connection in his mask to his forehead, but it's a very light brown, so I'm trying to like indicate a light color. Hold up, he's gonna look a little weird for a sec. There we go. Now he looks like he's looking at the camera, just because I had to use them as freaking instead of the actual lighting. Barrett knows a little bit. Now I gotta zoom out of the picture on my side. Not gonna be able to fit all of him in, but very long. And yeah, he still looks like he has lips right now, but it's just because you can, well, it looks like he has like a little mouth, but alright, we'll give his back a lower, and then I think I'll a little bit. Alright, little guy, let's get your face. And take another. Alright, and he is quite round. Yes, I say orange bunny. I literally don't. It's hard for me to say it another way. We're gonna kind of like a base color and then blend in other stuff. Actually, this is. This time I'm gonna do it a little more proper with actually using wherever the selection tool is for the layer. Instead of adding the base in and making blending harder. Here we go, we're getting it. This has a lot of particular fur to color. And not all of it is just brown. I'm just using this as a base and we'll selection tool. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. And we'll color his neck a bit too. Kinda go. And we make the brush size back to normal. Here we go. Right, now to find the selection tool. Okay, there we go. So, block transparent. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it. Right. Now we need the proper color again. It's definitely a lot darker here. Just trying to color in. of like this little, like it's very tiny difference in his fur color, but I want to like highlight it because I think it's cool. And it's definitely not this big, but I think it looks cool. You could have like a history of colors right here, kind of like Rita. Now to see about blending on. Brush density is. What I might do with that area is actually make it a little more sketch-like. Right, now we need to see about the little brown mask. Need another layer under this. He has a slightly light creamy yellow color. But his muzzle, little snout, light. Oh, we gotta blend. That's good. His nose, is very. Actually, his little eyebrow, right there. Get his little lip, kind of like very similar to. Now we merge. And merge. Now we are done with what I'm gonna do with Milo. I made little paw prints because in the picture, I'll show you guys. Uh, there looks to be like little paw prints like right here. So I decided, yeah, let's do that. Let's add a little cute element to it. Yeah, I made these guys pretty big. Could we fit anybody else? Fit people in corners. I'll see if I can maybe get some headshots of people. We'll have to see. We might have to, because I'm not gonna edit the wheel to like take people off till I actually do the self challenge. But I think I'll keep spinning until I find someone who has a good headshot to do that I can just fit right in the corner. The music stopped, so don't worry. That's on you guys. That's on your internet. That's me turning it on a sec. Oh. Making sure the wiki's up. Pick another so we can fit him in one of the corners. Find one that has a good headshot. Odin! He might have one. This is Luna's cage mate. He is a very grumpy old. As you can see, he's with the oldies, but he's kind of by himself sometimes. Odin is a ferret of the snail's rescue house. He is a grumpy old man who enjoys the quiet side of life during playtime. He came to the rescue with his cage mate, Luna. Odin arrived after as a local surrender at 7 years old with his fellow cage mate Luna, and he is deaf. He is a grumpy old man. He's also very long and he's a bit yellow. That is how you distinct him from when the oldies are out. You can tell he's long, he has a different kind of head shape, but he's also pretty he's a decent amount of like a yellow cream color. His whiskers are kind of in his face. Also, I have not been adding the whiskers. We'll have to do that. Well, okay, we're gonna spin another one. I want to get a good like straight on headshot. I don't want to go looking through each profile, so. Mouse last minute. Oh man, I forgot to keep the ferret wiki up and I just closed right out of it. So mouse I know is one of the white one. Mouse, not moose two. Down here. So Mask is a rescue of Snail's house. She's easily identified during baby's playtime because she's all white. Favorite thing is uppies from the human caretakers, and she is the acting queen of fitness. Mouse was surrendered to the rescue due to her previous owners because of behavioral issues. Uh, she is known as uh, she is, as we call it, a wardy. She is, as the original ferret posting says, deaf as a doornail. Uh, Thor is Mouse's favorite, and Thor has admitted Mouse is his favorite. Okay, she has Wardenberg syndrome, and she's completely deaf, which means Wardenberg syndrome, from what I understand, makes ferrets deaf, but also have a lot more of a badger-like face. Like you see how her eyes are a lot more far apart than normal ferrets. That is just because Wardenberg syndrome will kind of it messes with their brain as well as usually either making them partial or completely deaf. I don't think it does it separates their look a lot, but I don't know how bad it'll get otherwise than making them deaf. And Mouse has been along for a very long time, so of course Mouse has tons of in which yeah, there's definitely good. And Mouse has also had drawings from Shay or River Makes, who is the main caretaker of these guys. But you can see here's a size scale. This is Chili, big boy. This is baby mouse. She's one of the only white ferrets that actually is not on her own. Oh wait, is she albino? I think it might have just been the lighting. Yeah, she's got black eyes. But they do kind of reflect red. I kind of like that photo more. That other photo of mouse in the main. This one. I like this one. Alright, we'll get music started, and I think this will be the last one we do today. Just a shorter stream, but kind of wanted to get this started and to have a chiller week, because one, with Halo, I'm going to need to find more achievements, but two, my stress ends up coming out when I play Halo right now, so we're taking a chill week so I can maybe get things settled or we keep art, you know? Alright, I'm going to choose a new Sonic horse. So much Genshin in here. There's actually not that much compared to other things. Wait. No. This one's better. There we go. Had to widen the image for myself. Here we can kind of put you in the center. And mouse, you are white. I'll make you have a lid. That is not seeable. Kind of a grayish yellow. Why does my phone keep buzzing? This mouse is a baby. Mouse has quite a small head. I'm gonna skip this because it's super long. It's also very sad. This is actually a pretty good attempt at doing mouse's head first. Take off because it's pointed in a certain way and I didn't. and her, see her eye a little side. See Mouse's, since Mouse has more white fur, you can see a little bit more nose bulk. And of course the eyes are gonna look a little more wonky. I just want to make them actually two proper size, but because Waardenburg syndrome will separate the eyes more. Oh, I didn't realize I was doing this at low opacity. So weak. Mouse doesn't really have too much of a mask going. It's kind of like almost like a little bump on the back of her head. It's very little baby for. There's a little bit of pink around the eyes we can do. So, this is dying or? And now, wow, what did I say? Even? Alright, now we can pretty much already go into coloring her. Mess with the opacity. She's pretty white all around, but there is actually certain areas that are more white, certain ones that are more pink. But as I'm messing with opacity, I gotta kind of do this all in one go. Try and get all of Mouse's front. Alright, now the ears looking pretty pink. Low opacity, actual. And we will blend it gently. No, this is honestly probably going to get raised because we actually to do opacity. Mouse is very white near the cheeks and the forehead. Mouse is pretty much all white, but however, there's like, you know, there's lighting since River Makes is using an actual like camera, like, you know, professional camera. gotta get down here and do a little more yellowish. So, shadows. Now a bunch of blending. Let me make the eyes actually dark. Here we go. Oh, that'll be this layer. I didn't even. It's still at percent. And I need to add white to the eyes. And then we can kind of do mouses like a reddish. This one size. Let's have that. Save. Go. Gonna. Wish I knew the key combos. Alright, and that is pretty much it. So we did 3 ferrets today. We did Luna, Milo, and Mouse from Snail Sanctuary Ferret Software. And this is a beautiful start to the Digital Sketchbook. Which, you know, of course this won't be limited to me not doing it off of off stream, because I, you know, if I'm gonna have commissions open, I really should be making sure I practice art. I can bring the best quality to the table. But I do have fun practicing drawing these little guys. Switch some more calming music. Alrighty, and yeah, we super good music here. Alright. Yeah, we did pretty good today. Good start of the digital sketchbook and all that jazz. And I'll be posting that later on the Twitter and Blue Sky. But first, next stream will actually be over on here on Twitch. It'll be at 3 p.m. CST on Sunday. It'll be right after my morning shift. So if I'm a little late, it's probably because I'm grabbing food and weighing my cat. Nah, I can weigh him beforehand. Other than that, on Monday there'll be a YouTube stream, a Genshin stream, which we'll be doing all day. So I would recommend definitely, and I gotta start saying this more, you know, follow me here, subscribe over on YouTube. I want to start trying to bring videos and shorts over there. I plan to work on those tomorrow because I have work and I'm not streaming before then because of when I'd have to go in. It's too short of a time to reliably count on anything. Here is my Blue Sky and Twitter, which I'll be posting this kind of sketch page too. But also, I usually post my schedule there, any updates. I'm gonna turn this damn music down. There we go. But usually any schedule, updates, art postings, especially since I'm gonna be more into art, you know. And for the heck of it, I have a VGen. I do have commissions open. I only have emotes and Minecraft skins at the moment. I need to start getting more examples for other services that I can provide, which is, you know, the point of this whole sketchbook. But I definitely know what I can reliably do off the bat is emotes and Minecraft skins, which is why they're the only services I have up at the moment. I've been getting more into wanting to make Minecraft skins. I've been getting that itch again to do so. And yeah, let's see who might be able to. We could just raid ferret software. I'm sure they're up. It's a 24/7 stream, so let's see who's out. It might just be night cam though. It looks to be night cam, and there's a few awake, but not too many. So we'll just raid over there, you know, fits the theme of the episode and everything. And yeah, thank you all for joining me in the Haven today. Sorry for being such a delayed brain right now. I am just all over the place, so thank you for sticking with me through this. And yeah, we're gonna go raid Ferret Software, and I will see you guys either Sunday for more art or over on YouTube with Genshin. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye bye!